Good evening and welcome to ICU TV Main News. Here are the stories making headlines. First Lady officiates handover of secondary school in Lusaka West. Zambia targets 10,000 megawatts power generation by 2030. 3 arrested in illegal fuel crackdown in Nakonde. In international news, 9 killed in Gaza as Israeli airstrikes continue. And in sports news, Zambia Basketball Federation receives equipment boost from FIBA. With the news details, I am Amina Motambo. First Lady Mutinta Hichilema officiated at the handover of a newly constructed secondary school named in her honor in Lusaka West. The new facility is expected to improve access to quality education and strengthen learning infrastructure in the area. Chipo Piri gives us details in the following report. We apologize for that. Government says Zambia is accelerating energy sector reforms and infrastructure investments aimed at increasing electricity generation capacity to 10,000 megawatts by 2030. Secretary to the Cabinet Patrick Kangwa said the country has made significant progress in transforming the energy sector through investor-friendly reforms and expanded infrastructure developments. Speaking during the official opening of the 4th Senior Public Service Management meeting in Lusaka under the theme, Energy, the Lifeblood of Development, Mr. Kangwa highlighted major projects including the 750 megawatts Kafue Gorge Lower Hydropower Station, the ongoing 300 megawatts Mamba Coal Power Plant, and several solar energy projects commissioned across the country. He said the projects form part of government strategy to diversify energy mix and reduce dependence on power. Mr. Kangwa also outlined regional electricity interconnection projects involving Tanzania, Kenya, Botswana, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, aimed at improving electricity trading and supply reliability. He added that government is implementing petroleum sector reforms and resilient and investment-ready energy economy under President Hakainde Hichilema's 2030 vision. The Energy Regulation Board and the Drug Enforcement Commission have uncovered an alleged illegal fuel network involving Mayana Oils Limited in Nakonde district. 3 company officials, Charles Sinkamba, Martha Nankamba, and Katangosa, have been arrested and charged with multiple offenses linked to the illegal fuel handling, including possession of unmarked petroleum products and use of false vehicle registration details. Authorities say a tanker truck connected to the operation was intercepted while offloading suspected illegal fuel. Investigations revealed that about 16,000 liters had already been discharged into storage tanks, while another 11,000 liters in the tanker was allegedly unmarked. The task force says investigations are ongoing and has warned that companies involved in illegal fuel activities will face the full force of the law. We now take our first set of commercials. Stay tuned for more local stories.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
Welcome back. Now in local stories, government has commissioned and handed over 7 constituency development fund projects in Chikankata district aimed at improving healthcare, education and access to clean water in local communities. Chikankata Member of Parliament Jacqueline Sabao officiated at the commissioning ceremony held on Monday, 4th May 2026, where she reaffirmed government's commitment to improving living standards through community-based development projects. The projects included the Nandura Maternity Annex in 10 Pike Ward, ablution blocks at Shingoma and Kashimbi Rural Health Post, classroom blocks at Turnpike and Malimba Community Schools, the Hakola Water Scheme in Nansenga Ward, and the newly procured CDF-funded water bowser. The commissioning ceremony also saw the official handover of the Nandura Bridge constructed using the 2025 Vehicle Licensing Fund. District Commissioner Timothy Chipolyonga described the projects as a demonstration of government's resolve to take development closer to the people, while Deputy Council Chairperson Willard Muziamba commended continued support through the CDF initiative. The Food Reserve Agency has called for deliberate measures to increase the export of maize and mealie meal into the Democratic Republic of Congo in a bid to strengthen Zambia's regional market share. FRA Chief Executive Officer Justin Chunka said operations challenges must be addressed to help Zambia regain its competitiveness in the DRC market, noting that exports have slowed despite demand across the border. He said improved trade flow would help Zambia recover market share previously lost to South Africa following drought conditions. Chililabombo District Commissioner Kelly Chibinga noted that Zambian mealie meal remains less competitive in pricing, while FRA Board Chairperson Richard Lee Simba warned that the storage capacity constraints could emerge in maize stocks are not exported. Zambian Consul General in the DRC Stewart Chimunya said Zambia can reclaim its market position through improved efficiency and competitiveness. Youth entrepreneurs supported under the Youth Employment and Entrepreneurship Project are driving innovation and sustainable livelihoods following a 2-day food engagement by Project Advisory Board in Kitwe. The engagement was led by Director of Youth at the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Arts, Mebowenen Denziwe, who also serves as YEE Project Board Chairperson. The team visited several youth-led enterprises in aquaculture, horticulture, and climate-smart innovations such as charcoal briquette production and clean cooking solutions. Ms. Nenziwe said the projects demonstrate the impact of youth empowerment programs in transforming young people into job creators, adding that government remains committed to strengthening entrepreneurship through skills development, mentorship, and access to finance. She also commended SNV and cooperating partners for supporting the initiative, which continues to promote inclusive economic growth and green enterprise development. We take our second set of commercials. Coming back is international and sports news. Stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. Now in international news, at least 9 people have been killed in Gaza following continued Israeli airstrikes across the territory, with 2 Palestinian police officers among those killed after a security post was targeted. Gaza's health ministry said 39 other people were injured within the past 24 hours, adding that several victims remain trapped under rubble and on roads due to difficulties faced by ambulance and civil defense teams in reaching affected areas. According to the ministry, 846 people have been killed and 2,418 injured in Gaza since October 2025 ceasefire. The ministry further stated that since the outbreak of the war in October 2023, at least 72,628 Palestinians have been killed, while 172,520 others have sustained injuries. Still in international news, Iran is expected to respond to a 14-point United States proposal and that ongoing conflict in the region after completing consultations with Pakistan mediators. The proposal remains under review as diplomatic efforts continue to ease tensions. United States President Donald Trump stated that Washington had held productive discussions with Tehran and expressed optimism over the possibility of reaching an agreement. Iran's foreign ministry spokesman Ismail Bagel confirmed that Tehran would communicate its final disposition through Pakistan. Meanwhile, Israel launched fresh airstrikes on Beirut and Lebanon, marking the first strike on the Lebanese capital since a ceasefire came into effect on April 17th. Hamas has condemned the continued attacks on Gaza, describing the daily bombings and rising death tolls as a violation of the ceasefire agreement. We take our last set of commercials coming up with sports news. Welcome back. Now in sports news, the Zambia Basketball Federation has received assorted basketball equipment donated by the International Basketball Federation through AUS Region 5 to support the growth of the basketball in the country. The equipment handed over by the National Sports Council of Zambia includes a 3x3 basketball floor, a scoreboard and auxiliary equipment, 40 basketballs and for 3x3 basketball and 250 basketballs for conventional basketball. Speaking during the handover ceremony, NSCZ Chief Executive Officer Sombwa Mususa said the donation will help promote the development of 3x3 basketball in Zambia and urged the federation to ensure the equipment benefits athletes across all 10 provinces. ZBF President Maziko Piri described the support as a major boost to efforts aimed at increasing participation in the sports nationwide. The donation is expected to strengthen basketball development in Zambia by improving access to modern equipment and creating more opportunities for young athletes to participate in the sport. That sports item brings us to the end of our main news. Before we go, here's a quick recap of the stories making headlines. First Lady officiates handover of secondary school in Lusaka West. Zambia targets 10,000 megawatts power generation by 2030. 3 arrested in illegal fuel crackdown in Nakonde. In international news, 9 killed in Gaza as Israeli strikes continue. And in sports news, Zambia Basketball Federation receives equipment boost from FIBA. Thank you so much for staying tuned to our ICU TV Main news. For more news updates, do stay glued to our ICU TV page and as well as our YouTube channel, ICU TV. Stay tuned tomorrow for our breakfast show. Have a good night.